Hats off to Inart. This looks incredible. Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focused, and in this video we're going to take a look at the prototype images that went up today for the Inart 1/6 scale The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon figure. Now, we knew for a long time that they were doing this, but I heard multiple different reports. Some people were saying that I think his people, I think it was John from Inart, or someone was saying that I think his people, Daryl Dixon's representatives, were saying, not Daryl Dixon's Norman Reedus representative, the actor who plays Daryl Dixon, the show. Some of them were, there was talk of maybe that this would be branded. Apologies for quick interruption to this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel and the support is greatly appreciated. Back to the video. His show, as in from his show instead of The Walking Dead, which really wouldn't make sense considering Inart have already put up for pre-order. They've opened and closed the window, at least on their official website, because for Rick and Negan, also from The Walking Dead, it just makes sense that this was branded The Walking Dead. And if I'd have to bet, I would say out of everyone watching this video who are interested in this, they would prefer that it was branded The Walking Dead as opposed to his own TV show, to be quite honest. Right, so we knew for a long time this was coming. They've already opened and closed the windows on their site for The Walking Dead Rick and Negan Smith. That's quite funny. Like, I didn't realize even in the second name, but yeah, Rick and Negan. And now finally this is going up for official pre-order from their site this Friday. A few things you need to know. Their Walking Dead license is officially worldwide, so you should be able to order directly from Inart no matter where you are in the world. However, that's unlike, say, their DC stuff, like the also going up for pre-order on Friday, I believe. The Dark Knight Selina Kyle, The Dark Knight Rises Selina Kyle, Anne Hathaway Catwoman, which is only licensed for New Zealand, Australia and China. So that's a bit of a bummer. You're going to have to go to whoever. I'm going to go to Line Rock Toys. I've reached out from Ripper Price. They're going to provide me with a price tomorrow, and hopefully I'll go with them if the price is good. But like 1/6 Kit or whoever you get your Inart figures from, you won't be able to order directly from Inart unless you live in New Zealand, Australia or China. So this one here, however, is worldwide. The Walking Dead for me, before we just take a look at this, actually I'm going to recap actually. Yeah. It's basically, you can order this through Inart on Friday, but I want to take a look at the prices. The prices are actually up now. I'm reading this here. So The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon 1/6 scale collectible figure. Deposit US dollars 80 due now, and then US dollars 332 plus free shipping, taxes and duty excluded. Now, I'm a bit confused about that. Does that mean that you pay a deposit now, 80 due now, and then 332 is due later, and that means the total price then would have that at $412. This could be the price of that. It is rooted Negan. I think that actually is the price, because if you think about it, that's $412. They've tried to soften the blow by adding in the free shipping and breaking it up into 80 plus $332. That is quite expensive. Now, from what I remember, I think Rick was $385. And if you bought Rick and Negan, which I did, you get free shipping then. Free shipping is definitely, it was definitely the straw that broke the camel's back for me, because I do like The Walking Dead show, or I liked it, but I have issues with it. Like, it's a good show. The reason I'm not saying it's a great show is because, well, number one, it didn't end particularly well. It definitely peaked during season 6 when Negan appears, and was still good for, I'd say, a season after that when he was in control, but it definitely peaked and then kind of went out like a whimper, overstayed its welcome for seasons 8, 9, 10, 11, and there was so much filler in the show. However, the great episodes of The Walking Dead were bloody great, and there are loads of them. The one that always comes to mind is season 2 episode 7, the barn scene. If you know, you know. But my point is, I did really like The Walking Dead show, and I think it could have been a great show if they had a better kind of like, if they got rid of the filler, condensed it down to maybe 6 seasons, and I think it would have been incredible. But yeah, the great episodes were great. There were some really good episodes. Some seasons were stronger than others. So yeah, I am a Walking Dead fan. I just just didn't, it overstayed its welcome. So I did order the Rick and Negan, but the kind of like the push that I needed was if you order two of them together, you get free shipping, because I have ordered from Inart directly before. It was the Paul Atreides. I had to wait a while. If I'd gone with Lion Rock, I probably would have got a cheaper price. I probably would have got it quicker. The shipping I had to pay was quite expensive, but I didn't get stung for customs. So if history repeats itself, hopefully it will, I can get Rick and Negan, because I've ordered them together, I won't have to pay shipping, and hopefully I don't get stung for customs, which the value will work out quite well. So back to Daryl. Negan was like $385, I believe. Rick was rooted and $385. Negan was like $264 or something like that. The Anne Hathaway Catwoman is $397. The Wonder Woman was like $430. Now this guy being $412 makes sense that he's in around $400. It is quite expensive, but I think they're trying to soften the blow with free shipping, because in reality there, like another way of interpreting this is that you can pay the deposit of $80 now and the balance later on, or if you pay $332 up front now, you get free shipping. But I think that would be quite affordable for him, because not affordable. What I'm trying to say is, like, if Rick is $385 and Rick has longer hair than this guy, and this guy seems to have, like, I don't know, is that jacket genuine leather or something like that? I think this is probably a bit more detailed figure than Rick was, and if Rick's $385, this guy is probably going to be more expensive because of the longer rooting hair job. Then you can argue that maybe Andrew Lincoln is a bigger name than Norman Reedus, but then again, is he? Norman Reedus was in John Wick. Norman Reedus is in all those games and stuff like that. So yeah, I think from my read on this, we'll know for sure on Friday when I'm going to order this. Spoiler alert. But I think this is, $412. Free shipping kind of takes a little bit of sting out of that price point, because that price point is quite expensive. And Friday is kind of one of those days where I've been putting a bit of money aside, because I do want to pre-order the Anne Hathaway, but I'll probably just be paying a 20% deposit on whatever Lion Rock give me, or whatever price they give me, because I wish I could just get direct from Inart, but then again, if Lion Rock are going to give me a better price, I'm going to go with the better price. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these photos. So it's available this Friday, direct from Inart, $412, 80 due now, $332 due later, free shipping. This looks astonishing. This is incredible. If this translates from prototype to product, like the vast majority of Inart figures do, really, they have a very good track record. In fairness, this is incredible looking. This figure is so good I can bloody smell it. Norman Reedus in The Walking Dead looked like someone probably should look if they were in a zombie apocalypse. He looked like he hadn't showered in years. He looked greasy and dirty looking. It suited the part. So they've nailed the hair. They've nailed the likeness. They've nailed the hair. He's got that kind of eyes. His eyes are kind of like not fully wide open. They're just kind of like almost like he does have this kind of a squinted look to him. Like, he kind of looks at you like through beady eyes. He has that kind of effect. He's got that scar on his face. The beard is sculpted, but it still looks quite good. The collar looks quite good as well. I know Hot Toys have a habit of oversizing their collar. This one looks pretty good. I can't remember how big the collar on his shirt was in The Walking Dead, but yeah, I mean, I thought maybe I'd just get Rick and Negan, but I was anticipating that they're advertising this as Black Friday, but yet there's no discount. Black Friday is about discounts. There's no discount on this. Now, maybe when you log in on Friday, there might be a discount for buying on that day. Or maybe the free shipping is only available on that day. I mean, if I'm flicking back through here... I'm just after confirming my point here. If you pay deposit 80 and 332, it's still $412, but you get free shipping. Or you can pay in full now, $412, and get free shipping. I think though, if you do pay in full, they'll ship this out to you. I think I read somewhere that they're prioritizing the orders who pay in full. Just notice as a seamless risk there as well. Pre-order time starts on the Black Friday 28th of November, so I don't think they're giving any sort of a discount here. Shipping policy is free shipping. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Available worldwide. First batch due Q1 2027, and this ends New Year's Eve of 2025. I'm going to read some of the product detail before I look at the I look at the photos. Don't worry, I'm going to go through the photos. I'm excited about this one. Like, it's mad. Like, I'm not. If I was to name my favorite TV shows, Breaking Bad's going to be up there. The Sopranos is going to be up there. Andor's going to be up there. The Wire's going to be up there. And then even more fun ones like the Stranger Things, and I think this one is as well. But it wouldn't be like it's this here is not on, for me, it's not on the level that the Sopranos was, that Breaking Bad was, that Andor was, that what was the other one I mentioned? Breaking Bad, The Wire, The Wire, Sopranos, Andor. It's not on the same level as that, but it's still pretty bloody good. I think it could potentially been one of the greatest TV shows ever show if they hadn't dragged the arse out of it. So product information: Inart Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead, Season 8, 1/6 collectible figure based on the likeness of Norman Reedus. Obviously, manufacturer Inart, licensor AMC. Materials: PVC, ABS, diecast, and wool. Product size: 36.5 centimeters height, 12.5 centimeters wide, 14 centimeters depth. That's all the base, I'd imagine. Yeah, the figure obviously isn't 14 centimeters deep. 6 scale. Any other more details there? Fully articulated body, 1 rooted hair head sculpt with articulated eyes. Great interchangeable arms. There's 7, including relaxed arms, 1 pair, crossbow gripping right arm, just one, not 1 pair. So relaxed arms are a pair. Crossbow gripping right arm is 1. Crossbow supporting left arm 1. So that's the set for holding the crossbar. And I think most of these are seamless wrists because they're seamless, right? And you just clip them on the elbow, I presume. Holding right arm 1, revolver holding right arm 1. Accessories: bandana, crossbow, 5 arrows, revolver holster, knife sheath. And then the base, 1 base and 1 metal supporting stand. Yep, they've ditched the magnets. Let's take a look at this. Okay, I think this is a bloody 10. It's not too often I say a 10. It's not too often I say a 10. And if I were to even critique this, like, it even has, like, on the left side of his face, on the right side of our screen, he's got that little kind of dimple or mole here, and another one here just at the edge of his facial hair there. Yes, the beard does look sculpted. It is sculpted. Would I want a rooted beard? If it was done right, maybe, but it's not a necessity. I think this head sculpt is a 10. They've nailed the likeness. They've nailed the scarring and the little dimples and stuff. The beard looks pretty good. The beard is the only thing I could really critique here, but I think they've nailed this. I think this is a 10. So yeah, and like, I'm not even a huge Walking Dead fan. It's just that I did really like the show, the great episodes kind of earlier seasons, and I think the 3 of these would just look incredible on the shelf together. Yeah, that looks great there. So you've got his kind of undershirt. You've got that kind of I suppose that classic kind of jacket. He has the biker jacket, the kind of leather waistcoat type thing with the angel wings on the back of it. You got his crossbow, which is that is kind of like his iconic weapon of choice that he used for hunting and tracking and obviously killing zombies and stuff like that. And you see him a lot shooting the arrows off, and he pulls the arrow out of the zombie's head so he can reuse it. Obviously you can't do that with a gun. The bases look pretty good. I really wish they just stuck with the magnetic base, but I kind of need to get over it. It's the same thing with Catwoman. I prefer the magnetic bases, but it's not magnetic. They're moving away from them. I think they gave up too easy, to be honest, but yeah. So he's got the little kind of, is it a do-rag or bandana hanging off the back of his, it's probably tucked into his back pocket or something like that. You got the knife in his right hip. That's a nice touch. All the buttons on the belt look good. The proportions look good. Yeah, it's like, it's making me want to go back and rewatch, well, seasons 1 to 6, maybe 1 to 7, and after that call the day. I think this, I think maybe they should have ended this with Glenn. If you know, you know. I think that might have been just the right way to end the season, because, or the show, because it was just like, it's just done. There's no winning here. People would have been pissed though. But people are pissed anyway. So yeah, I'm just, if you look at the arms, does he have tattoos in his hands? Does he have tattoos in his hands? That looks like a tattoo there. I don't recall that in the show, or maybe am I imagining that? He's got a little bit of blood work. The arms look incredible. You can see all the tendons underneath. You can see the texture, the veins and stuff like that on all the tendons. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. They've done great work. They have done great work. Crossbow looks great. 1/6 crossbow. Who'd have thought? This is him without the jacket. Even just that pose, him holding the knife as if he's about to take it out of the sheath on his right hand. Now I'm just noticing something. If they've done this, hats off to them. Just the belt he's wearing, actually, the texture on it suggests, or to me it looks like a really old weathered belt. I wonder, is that just the texture they used, or are they trying to capture that like worn look of a weathered belt? His shirt looks pretty worn as well. That's actually one of the things in the show, like, you know, you're 8 seasons in, still people have like perfect teeth and stuff like that. Yeah, like they did a good job of making people kind of look dirty looking for the most part, not always. Like he looked great, just the greasy hair and the kind of, you know, unshaven look and the scars and stuff like that. Yeah, this is great. It's going to look great with Rick and Negan, and I think that could be good after that. Like, you know, Michonne, like, I really like the character Michonne with the 2 zombies and the samurai. She'd really pop on the shelf. Like, you know, the dreads, they're cool. Her outfit was very simple with the jeans and the kind of, I think she had a tank top or something on. The samurai sword, obviously, the 2 zombie pets she had. She was a very strong female character, very strong character. Really, really liked her. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really see him doing it, to be honest. I don't know. I'll be honest. Like, I don't want a Coral. There's no. I don't want a Coral. I don't want Carl or Carl. Wasn't there Coral, his son, and then there was Carl, the girl, Daryl's friend, darling Carl. And a Glenn or Maggie, just no. I think Negan was probably the main one. Like, if they had to get one, I'd probably pick Negan. And then I was like, Rick and Negan makes perfect sense. And this guy, I was like, I was like, oh, I don't know, do I really need him? I don't. Sure, you don't need any of these things, but just to have the 3 of them, it just turned out so well, and the free shipping makes a difference as well. So yeah, they're going. Like, I'm glad I have free shipping on all of them, and I can order direct from Inart. The greasy hair, they've done such a good job with like the color of the hair, the greasiness of the hair, the styling of the hair, the fact that you can see his left ear poking out there. I really hope this translates well. And in fairness, they do have the edge at Root and Hair. They're just so much better. It's not even close. They're so much better than Hot Toys when it comes to Rooted Hair. The best Hot Toys with Rooted Hair that I've seen, the artisan one, is the Black Widow. I have that. But like, even look at that Loki there, the rooted hair on the new Loki. You can see the kind of really dodgy like hairline on it. And then you compare that to, say, like Anne Hathaway, the prototype for the Anne Hathaway Dark Knight Rises Catwoman, and you can see like they've gone through the trouble of putting individual rooted hairs to make so that the hairline doesn't literally look like a line, which it shouldn't, you know. It's hairline by name. It's a figure of speech, not by nature. It shouldn't look like a defined line. Yeah, so it's not even close when it comes to rooted hair. And to be honest, I think Inart make better figures, and I collect Hot Toys. Hot Toys, great stuff. Their Iron Man, incredible. Like, you know, that Wolverine is probably still gonna get figure of the year for me, but I just think Inart have the edge. That looks so goddamn good. They've done a great job here. Done a great job. That's a nice photo. I like that. Very good. See the tattoo there on his right forearm. He's got the revolver. It's nice to have that revolver as well. I'd have to have him with the jacket. There's no way that jacket stays in the box. Very cool. So you have like Negan, and then on the left I think it's Rick, and on the right you've Daryl. Very cool. Like they do look incredible. In fairness, Inart, they're getting in better and better with the basics. Make the head sculpt look like the actor and the character it's supposed to be looking like. Yes. If you're doing rooted hair, style it right. Put enough product in it. You take it out of the box. It's already styled. You don't have to do anything. I want the look of rooted hair, but I don't want to have to style anything. Sometimes I know you have to, prod on these things and stuff like, but I don't want to have to do it. The body proportions, custom bodies, the cut and sew, incredible stuff. I don't remember him wearing these little, I don't know, leg warmers or whatever. So there is the wrists don't have any articulation. Now we've seen that with Rick. Can't remember, did Negan have this as well? Not sure how I feel about that. It's like that might limit certain poses because you want to be able to turn the wrists. Now they've thought of enough of the poses that you want, as in they've based these seamless wrists or seamless forearms, whatever you want to call it. There's no wrist, there's no ball joint, whatever. So you will not be able to move the hand at the wrist, but you'll be able to move it at the elbow. And they've pre-sculpted them, kind of predicting the poses that you want to use, but then there's no kind of option to pose it in any other ways outside of that. That is a drawback. I think what they should have done is what they did with the original Joker. They had the seamless forearms, so if you wanted to pose them like that pre-posed, but they also had an option where you could swap the seamless forearms out and put the ones with the wrist joints on and the wrist pegs, and they had like even like regular hands and gloved hands as well. That would be the best thing, but they're obviously trying to keep the price down, I think. And you know, I'll get over it. There'll probably be enough poses there. Like, I just want to put them in a character pose, like a museum pose. I don't really like saying museum pose, but a character pose, a pose that looks like the character would actually be standing in the TV show. I'm going to wrap up this video here. Okay, it is expensive. I'm glad there's free worldwide shipping, and I want to be there to take the sting out of that 412. I got the other two. I've got free shipping on both of them, so I'm happy enough with that. This is so impressive though. And like, I dedicated, I think I watched the 2 seasons. I think I watched the 11 seasons. I watched the whole show twice. I go back again and watch, but maybe the first 7 seasons. I once it gets onto those, I know you won the alpha and stuff like that, and the way it ends, and the fact that it made Negan a pet, it just goes downhill after 7, I'd say. So, yeah, folks, that's the end of the video. This is exciting. Looking forward to Friday, and yeah, end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular Inart 1/6 scale Daryl Dixon figure. Are you picking it up or not? What you think of it? Give it a score out of 10, that kind of thing. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.